Hello, and welcome back to Air and Fire of Light. Let's get it, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Woo. I asked the Archangel Michael come and protect me while I channel this reading here for a general message. General messages. I don't know what's about to come out. Let me make sure my card is right side up. Yeah. All right. This is just a general read. No signs in specific. So, y'all, I have been told to deal with marriages and readings. Now, I don't know how I'm going to bring it in, but Spirit going to bring it in. I just don't know when and how they're going to start talking about these marriages. Okay, these marriages either balanced or imbalanced. I don't know. But it's going to be couples a lot with me. I'm going to be talking about couples. I was married 3 times, divorced 3 times. Okay. Now, a lot of the messages that will be coming from me will be coming from both sides, not just the husband, not just the wife. Okay. It's going to be coming from both sides. So whatever Spirit leads me to say, it will be the Holy Spirit and not me. Okay, and we're going to get these messages out. Okay. All right, so let's see what we need to know. What is it that my channel needs to know? What is it that we need to talk about? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. What, when, where, how, and who, and what time. Okay, we're going to start with what? What we need to know. Okay, so somebody has a lot of negative thoughts here. This could be you. This could be somebody else. They could be in self-posed restrictions. Okay, rejecting everything, need restoration, imprisonment. Okay, they could have a victim mentality. They could be entrapped here mentally. Somebody is entrapped. They have some mental entrapment. Now my daughter wants to text me. So y'all give me a second. Anyway. Okay, so somebody has negative thoughts, self-imposed restrictions, imprisonment, and a victim mentality. This could be you. This could be somebody else. Okay, this could be a Gemini. Good luck, karma. You could be having some form of good luck, some karma. Okay, life cycles, destiny, turning point. You could have a change, inevitable fate. Okay, some ups and downs. And you could be very unpredictable at this time. You could be dealing with a fire sign, or something could be going on with your Jupiter here. Okay, creative opportunities, Page of Cups. You could be having creative opportunities, intuitive message, curiosity, possibility, happy, surprise, dreamer. Okay, and sensitivity. You could have a new love coming towards you. You are the star. There could be some hope here. You could be hoping. Somebody is having some faith, some hope, some purpose, some renewal in spirituality. Okay, they have some wheel of fortune, some good omen, rejuvenation. You could be an Aquarius. They could be an Aquarius. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. All right. You could be this Aquarius here. Not all Aquariuses are made equal. Celebration. The Four of Wands. You could be celebrating something, having some joy, some peace, some harmony, a marriage. Okay, you could be celebrating a new home in a new community, or you could be celebrating going home. Okay, you could be dealing with an Aries. You could know an Aries. You could have Aries anywhere in your chart. Okay, you could be This is the Ace of Fire, Ace of Wands. Okay, you could be having a new project. This could keep you in your head. This may be what's in your head. Maybe you having a negative thought about a new project or some inspiration, some urge to create, some willpower, some desire, power, potential beginnings, new opportunities, and growth. Maybe you're up in your head about growing with a new project here. Okay, you are going to be able to grow this new project, whoever you are. Okay, stop being in your head about it. You have good luck. You got karma coming towards you. Good luck, good karma coming. Dharma, actually, is what it's called. So then we have the Three of Wands here as well. You could be preparing for something progressive, foresight, enterprise, expansion, overseas opportunities. Okay. You could be trying to oversee some opportunities here. Aries keep coming out. So this could be you as an Aries. You could have dealt with an Aries. Okay, this Aries could have been progressing forward or having a foresight about an enterprise here. Somebody could have left you out in the cold. You're the high priestess here. So you see all, you know what's going on here. Somebody is experiencing some financial loss here over a love offer. They could be a Taurus. Okay, lack mindset, loss, isolation, worry. They're in some form of need, poverty, insecurity. This person could be very insecure. Your intuition is telling you about this person, or you already know. Okay, you already know about this Aquarius. Your intuition is sacred. You have sacred knowledge. You know about it subconsciously. You're a divine feminine. You trust yourself. You're very sensitive. And you have a lot of high morals. Okay. You know how to control your emotions. You see what others don't see. You could be celebrating here. Three of Cups. Remember, there was a marriage out here. So you could be celebrating with friends, collaborating, creating. Could be out in the community. You could be very happy. You could know a Cancer. Okay. You could be an Aries mixed with Cancer. Mm-hmm. But you're enjoying friends here. You're celebrating. This could be something you could be doing at this wedding. You could have went to a wedding and you could have had fun at this wedding. Okay, this could be somebody that you know that is married that could have been celebrating with you. You could be married. Page of Pentacles. Manifestation. Okay, you got a financial opportunity, some skill development. You are very ambitious. You're diligent and your desires are here. So somebody came to you. This could be an earth with an earth. Okay, some form of earth sign. Some good news. Somebody brought you some good news about a new investment. Okay, stay out of your head about that. And go ahead and create a new project. Go ahead on your new creative project. Justice. That'll be your justice for you to be in this project. Okay, you could be a Libra as well. Fairness. Okay, you could be dealing with truth, fairness, clarity, equality, balance, cause and effect. Okay, you could be at your high right now. You could be the law. You could be learning law. Could be in law. You could be a police officer. Okay, you could be in part of the justice system here. You could be juggling. Somebody was juggling a Capricorn or a Taurus, or juggling both Capricorn, Taurus. Maybe you have multiple priorities, time management, okay, adaptability, balancing decisions. The world, complain, completion. Something was complete. Maybe you complained about a completion, okay, some form of accomplishment, some wholeness, some attainment, some fulfillment. Maybe you had to travel towards something, celebration of life, arriving. So you could be celebrating a child, something coming towards you, planning, progress, Aries again. Okay, maybe you went to this marriage with this Aries. This Aries and Cancer. Maybe they got married. Okay. The Two of Wands, planning. They progressed a marriage. They start making decisions, discovering, leaving home, travel plans. Okay, so they start traveling together, this Aries and this Cancer. Oh, shit. Then we have the Devil. Okay, shadow self. This could be an earth sign, Capricorn. That could be a shadow self, the attachment, addiction, restriction, sexuality, temptation, seduction, destructive behavior, materialistic, codependency, and anxiety. Somebody got some devilish ways about them. This King of Wands in reverse. Okay. Impulsiveness, ruthlessness, high expectations, very hasty, unachievable expectations. Speed. Okay, so you're getting some swift communication about somebody that was juggling. Some rapid action, some movement, some swift change, manifesting quickly, a quick decision, air travel. This could be a Sagittarius. They could have Sagittarius in their chart. First deacon Sagittarius, second deacon Sagittarius, third deacon Scorpio. They could be a fire with fire. Okay. So somebody was fighting fire with fire, impulsiveness, very hasty, speed, communication. They was making rapid action, rapid movement. They was being swift with it, swift with the change, manifesting quickly, quick decisions, air travel. They had a long-term view with this person. Long-term, hard work, perseverance, diligent, sustainable results, investment. So this person was investing in this ending, okay, this cycle ending with this high priestess, with you as a high priestess here. This person wanted things to end. They was in a Knight of Wands energy. Knight of Wands, passionate, inspire action, adventure, fearless, impulsiveness. They was just out here. They didn't care. I'm telling you, this not King of Wands is in reverse. Anytime this King of Wands is in reverse, they don't care. Okay, somebody could have acted like they were the King of Cups, but they was in the devil energy here. They had addictions. They act like they was emotionally balanced, compassionate, diplomatic, caring, balanced. They could have made you think that they were a leader. Or this is what the devil used. A King of Cups here. Some form of Pisces or Aquarius. Aquarius mixed with Pisces. Then you got a Sagittarius mixed with Scorpio. Then you got an Aries. Okay, this Aries is the Emperor. Respect, leadership, stability, structure, rules and power, authority, father figure, protection, control, discipline, focus, and practicality. With the Lovers, it could be a Gemini. Love, harmony, relationships, union, partnership, sexuality, passion, values, alignment, deep love, a choice, the strength of two together. Page of Swords, air and earth. So you could have got some new ideas. Somebody was curious, a thirst for knowledge, new way of communicating, restless, and mental energy. Page of Swords. My nose was just itching bad. Wish. So you got a 9 of Cups. Could be a Pisces. Wish comes true. Contentment. Satisfaction. Emotional stability. Luxurious. And gratitude. There's a Tower. Tower. A sudden change. Okay, some upheaval, some chaos, some revelation, a disaster, with an awakening, release, and sudden insight that you are strong. Okay, that you're strong. You in Aries, you're strong, you're courageous, you're passionate, you're subtle, you have subtle power, you know how to persevere, you have inner strength, and you have a lot of focus, and you're very compassionate. You're getting public recognition here. So somebody is in love with you. They could be a Leo. Victory, progression, self-confidence. It could have been a wounded warrior. The 9 of Wands. Courage, persistent, test of faith, resilient, boundaries, last stand, gearing up for worst pessimism and weary. Queen of Cups. Don't tell me to hurry up. Queen of Cups. Compassionate, comfort, calming, nurturing, healing, emotionally stable, intuitive, and caring. You could be dealing with a Cancer or a Gemini, or just Gemini mixed with Cancer. Queen of Cups. The Hierophant. Institutions, tradition, religion, society, and its rules. Societal approval, conformity, forgiveness, bondage, mercy, wisdom, and trust. Maybe you are a part of some church, or maybe you try to conform to some institution. I'm hearing cult. You could be part of a cult, or you know somebody that's part of a cult that they trust. Okay, some form of religious society, and they try to go by all their rules, but they can't. They're missing some. Somebody is out here being sneaky and deceptive, lying, manipulating. Okay, betrayal, getting away with something, and acting strategically and tricky. Okay, somebody that did that is now in regret. Okay, regret because you are in victory. Okay, you're getting your wishes fulfilled. You're in public recognition. Somebody is in regret. They feel like a failure. They're in disappointment. They're pessimistic over this loss, and they're in grief. Somebody could be crying over somebody that passed away, or somebody that left them here. Somebody that walked out of their life. You could have disappointed this person. They could be a Scorpio. You could be a Pisces. Okay. This person could have been disappointed. Okay. Felt like they were abandoned, withdrew, escapism, walking away and leaving behind. You could have left this person behind. You could have left this person in a hangman position. Okay. A pause, surrender, letting go, new perspective, enlightenment, viewing things different than before, deep thought. Okay. You could be sacrificing this person, changing something. You could be releasing them. You could be releasing, letting them go. Okay, maybe they had a pause and they surrendered to letting go. Death. You could have ended something with this church. Okay, you could have ended it, beginning on something new. You could have changed your perspective about church. I know I did. Okay, you could have changed your perspective about church. You could have transformed from church. You could have transitioned into something else. You could have metamorphosis. You ended the cycle with the church. Maybe you ended the cycle with this people or this religious society. Maybe you ended a cult. Okay, maybe you ended things with a cult. Maybe you just left out of that shit. Maybe you didn't want to deal with it. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, this person could have been a Virgo. They could have been sneaky and deceptive. Fruits of their labor, rewards, luxury, self-sufficient, financial independence. Somebody needs healing here. The Four of Swords. They need a rest. They need relaxation, meditation, contemplation. Maybe you're contemplating about it. Recuperation. Okay, you need to retreat because you need to renew something. Okay, solitude. You've been arguing and fighting with people about your solitude, about you leaving. Okay, you could have left this competition, this rivalry, this conflict, this disagreement. You could have sacrificed it. Okay, you could have sacrificed being with a Libra or a Leo, some form of fire. Maybe this is a Libra sign mixed with Leo, or a Leo mixed with Libra. Knight of Cups. You could have been very creative here. A Libra, Scorpio. Creative, romantic, charming, imaginative, beauty, a knight in shining armor. Maybe you feel like you needed to follow your heart. Maybe you felt like you wanted to be Prince Charming. Okay, you wanted to give somebody some form of proposal. You wanted to come to them. You were trying to be romantic, charming, imaginative. You wanted to be like a bright and night, bright and shining, you know. Okay, Knight of Cups. You wanted to be creative with the Scorpio or Libra. The Sun, fire. That's also a Leo sign. Okay. You could be feeling very positive right now. Pleasure, happiness, vitality, fun, joy, warmth, celebration, success, and rebirth. And all is well. Oh, you know, all is well with you, with your body, with your mind, with your spirit. Okay. You could be feeling free right now at this time. You could be just walking around free. You could feel new to everything. Movement. You could be moving, making some form of moving, progression, action, integration. I just saw moving. You could be moving. You could be moving out of state, moving somewhere. Okay. You could be finding a place to work somewhere else. You could be diligent and passionate about your standards, your apprenticeship, your mastery, skill development, and repetitive task. Okay, there's something you're repeating. And that is the truth. Okay, you're repeating something. Maybe you're repeating some conflict with this person. Maybe you got a mental clarity about some newness. Okay, some success, some sharp mind. Yep, about some new conflict with this competition, with this rivalry that you walked away from. Okay, maybe you know about this. You walked away from this person. Okay, you got some mental clarity about this. You got a breakthrough. Okay, you stop fighting. You stop wanting to fight with these people. Okay, over your wealth, ten of sword. I mean the ten of pentacles. So maybe you felt like you got stabbed in the back by this Virgo. Okay, maybe this person has a lot of wealth. You could be this Virgo with wealth, financial security, family, long-term success, and contribution. All right, you could be this Earth sign, Queen of Swords. Maybe you felt like you got cut out by somebody. You felt like they were being biased, but it says the unbiased judgment here. Independent, clear boundaries, direct communication, clear-minded, and perceptive. Okay, so this Queen of Swords could be Virgo mixed with Libra. They could be very unbiased, and they will tell you the truth. Okay, the Four of Cups is also here. Maybe you start moving towards contemplation, apathy, revelation. Maybe you needed some revelation about something and you felt disconnected. You could be meditating. You could be dealing with a Cancer or a Capricorn. You could have been meditating about something, about some teamwork, some collaboration, some learning, maybe some schoolwork that you're doing, some implementing, some building. Okay, you could be building something. You could be building a house, building up some form of friendship, family, some life, a light, self love. That's what you're building up here. You're building up a lot of self love for yourself. Okay, even if people are in disharmony and they distrust you, you're having breakups with people, some imbalance, some people that you are imbalanced with and intention with. Okay, broken communication with. You could be in your wealth here. King of Pentacles. Okay, you could be a business person, a businessman, a business. Okay, you have self confidence. You're very clear, and you have willpower and skill, and very creative here. You know how to work with the four elements. All right, thank you. Heartbreak. So somebody is suffering from heartbreak. Somebody is suffering from heartbreak. There y'all go, YouTube. There y'all go. There y'all go. There y'all go. Familiarity. So somebody could be familiar to you. A Six of Cups. Somebody could have happy memories about you, reminiscing, childhood memories, innocence, joy, and nostalgia. Okay, this person could have had a lot of opportunities in their life. They keep cutting y'all off. I know they are because it keeps showing me that the chat was disconnected. Okay, there could be some opportunities here, some wishful thinking, choices, illusions, searching for purpose, and daydreaming. Somebody could have been daydreaming here, trying to figure out where they want to go. All right. Ugh. This could be an Aquarius transition. Maybe this Aquarius transition from a relationship, okay, from broken heart. They changed. They started leaving things behind and releasing baggage and moving on. You could be this Aquarius. Somebody else could be this Aquarius here. But somebody started transition and they start changing where they wanted to be. You could have been brokenhearted or felt like you got a lot of swords pushed in your back. You had a painful ending, some deep wounds, some betrayal, some loss, a crisis. Okay, maybe you feel like you're going through a crisis or a collapse or defeat. Or this Aquarius is, okay, this could be a Gemini as well, saying Aquarius, Gemini. This person could be mixed with Aquarius, this Gemini. Okay, because they was too busy giving and receiving, sharing wealth, generosity, charity. They were sharing with people. Okay, this person was sharing resources, sharing wealth. It was being generous, and they was receiving things too in their generosity. I don't know what they was getting, but they was getting something. They could have been getting some head, getting some. I was getting some. That's what I just heard. Ace of Pentacles. So somebody felt like they was getting abundance, manifestation, opportunity, new career, financial opportunity, new venture, prosperity. They was getting some, getting some. Okay. Some Knight of Swords. They was ambitious about that action. Okay, driven to succeed, fast thinking. Okay, defending their beliefs. They was getting some, getting some. And somebody called some judgment. You could have called judgment on them while they was getting some head. Okay, judgment, some rebirth, some inner calling, a new phase. Okay, you knew. And they was burdened by that. They was burdened by you knowing that they was calling in a new phase, calling in somebody else. Okay, they was trying to change the direction that y'all were going in. They wanted to reckon things. They wanted to awaken something new. They wanted to redeem something of the past. They wanted somebody to have forgiveness and mercy on them from the past. But this person that was from the past is burdened. They have extra responsibilities and they feel like they working hard. They could be feeling like they overworking themselves. They could be a Sagittarius. Okay. They can have Sagittarius anywhere in their chart. Somebody was very defensive. Okay. They felt like a lot of challenges was coming towards them. They was in competition. They had to protect themselves, preserve themselves, defend themselves, maintain some sort of control. Maybe this is what you had to do. Slow and steady. Somebody was being slow and steady with an offer. Okay, they could have been hard working. They could be an Aries mixed with Taurus again. Hard work, productivity, routine, conservative, efficient, and responsible. Queen of Wands. You could be in this Queen of Wands energy, courage, confident, independent, focused, and a zest for life and a determination for joy. You could be this Queen of Wands, a Pisces mixed with Aries. Okay. Or this how you act when you're around Aries, Pisces. Oh my God, my nose. Love. Ace of Cups. You call judgment on a love, some compassion, creativity, new feelings, spirituality, intuition, new baby, and proposal or marriage. Okay, so maybe you know about this love, this Ace of Cups, some compassion, some creativity, a new feeling, spirituality, intuition. Somebody had a new baby. And you felt it. You knew they had a new baby. They had a new proposal to somebody else, a new marriage, and it was all burdensome to them. You could be feeling a lot of burdens about this situation, or somebody else is burdened that you know about the situation. Somebody is burdened that you know that they offered to somebody else. They know they are burdened by this. They burdened by what you know, okay, about this family that they had with someone else. A 10 of Cups. So somebody had a 10 of Cups with somebody else, okay, with a Pisces. Some divine love, some harmony, some blissful relationships and alignment, inner happiness, fulfillment, dreams come true, family contentment, total love and support. This person is Saudi that you know about it. Maybe you haven't even talked to this person, but you know all about their business. Maybe you know all about their life. Okay, I'm about to read from Spiritual Court. So if you're not ready for it, you ain't ready for it. So this is about judgment. You could have called judgment on this relationship, on a situationship. Could have called judgment with a person, being in a relationship with this person. They didn't want you to know something about them. They didn't want you to know who they was with. You're a Phoenix rising here. Okay, this person could have a lot of tattoos. Could have tattoos all over their body. Maybe they have a lot of tattoos. They could have a skull on their neck, on their throat, on their side. Okay, they could have um, on their shoulder. They could have tattoos everywhere. Okay, they could love black earrings. They might have gotten their ears pierced, tattoos, black shirts. Okay, they're alcoholics. Somebody is an alcoholic here. Maybe they drink a lot. Maybe they used to drink a lot. I don't know. This could be you. This could be somebody in your energy. You're not a thief, so you're not going around stealing shit. But this person is. There is a thief around you. You could have a thief around you. This person could be trying to act like they're not a thief. They don't steal, but they're alcoholic. They got a lot of tattoos. You're a phoenix. You're rising from the ashes. Somebody watching you. Somebody is in the background. They're watching you. So somebody that you don't know is watching you. You see this person back here? Okay, somebody watching you. They watching you rise from the ashes. They watching you while you rise. This person could have a cell phone right next to them. Somebody could be taking their picture. They could be next to money. Okay, this person is tatted. There's a thief around you. Person is on alcohol. They drunk. They drunk all the time. Trust your intuition. So you know who this is. You gotta trust your intuition. about this person. Trust your third eye. Whatever your third eye shows you about this person, trust it. Trust your intuition here. Stole something from you. This person stole something from you. I don't know what this thief stole from you. It could have been money. Okay, it could have been a lot of money. It could have been a package. They could have stole something from Amazon. Okay, if you got any packages, somebody could have stole your package. They could have on black and white Nike outfit. Okay, they could wear Nike. They could wear Guess. They could wear big hoop earrings. This person stole something from you. They stole a package from you, something with your address on it, some form of mail. They could have stole a Etsy, Amazon, Temu. You're going to be very wealthy here. If you're this tatted person, you could be very wealthy here. You're going to be very wealthy. Somebody is guilty. This person that's an alcoholic. Okay, they're guilty. They've been found guilty. The judge found them guilty. Trying to spike your drink. Somebody could have been trying to spike your drink. This thief could have been trying to spike your drink. This could be a woman trying to make you look crazy. Or somebody trying to make you look crazy. You could be this woman, somebody trying to make you look crazy. Said you stole something from them. You could be a phoenix rising and they're lying on you saying that you stole something from them. Or somebody did steal something from a phoenix rising here. They're getting karma. Somebody is going to get karma for stealing from you. This person, if they're stealing from you and they trying to get riches off of you, and they see you're going to be wealthy, oh my God, my nose is itching. This person, okay, is going to get karma for that. Somebody going to get karma for messing with your money. Somebody going to get karma for dealing with your packages here. Somebody getting karma. Somebody is getting karma. Cleanse that energy out for me. Somebody getting karma here. They're getting karma because you're going to be very wealthy. You could be this wealthy man. Somebody going to be an uninvited guest. Somebody trying to come to your house uninvited. Someone is coming towards you because they know you're wealthy. Okay. You could live in New York somewhere, poverty. So somebody is feeling in poverty. Okay, because they found guilty. This alcoholic is found in poverty. There was a gold digger. This gold digger was out here trying to steal, being a thief, and spiking your drinks here. Somebody noticed that you got a lot of money. So they trying to steal your money. This person is a killer or is plotting to kill. Somebody could be plotting to kill you. Oh my God. Woo! Stealing your energy. Somebody, when you call and talk to them, they could be stealing your energy. You could be crying about something, and somebody's stealing your fucking energy while you crying and talking to them. There's going to be some divine intervention with this uninvited guest, this person that's in poverty. Your ancestor said to leave you alone. So somebody told this person to leave you alone. Now they're crying. They're in poverty. They got judgment put on them. Or they said, or we can get into some gangster shit. Okay, so your ancestors know they coming in. Your ancestors ain't to be played with. Look at your ancestor right there with that GUN. They both, all three of them got one. Four of them. All four of them got one. The mama, the papa, the grandpappy. Okay, they all coming in. They gangsters. They said leave you alone. Okay, there's some judgment over you being in poverty here. You could have been in poverty. Somebody else could have been in poverty. This person was drunk. Okay, I'm calling judgment on you. This person could be a warlock. They could be a gold digger. Spiking your drink. My nose start itching again. A male practitioner. optimistic that gains power through dark forces. So somebody been gaining power through dark forces. They try to poison you. Put something into your food. Put something in your food here. This person, they need to go to jail. Oh my God. My nose is itching. My nose is itching. So this person, I wonder who this person is. They said that they're a killer. It said on here, they trying to make you look crazy. For real, look. You see that knife? This person is a killer or is plotting to kill. This person trying to make you look crazy. Trying to make you look psycho. But you got to trust your intuition. This person put something in your food. This could have been a male warlock. This could have been a man. It don't have to necessarily be a woman. There's a lot of women out here on these cards, but this could be a man and woman's energy and a female energy. Somebody try to put something in your food here. They try to poison you. Okay, they could have been serving you, giving you food. Rage. Somebody was enraged and extreme anger. It was a motive for that. That was their motive. They was enraged or extreme anger. Somebody that was stealing your energy. That's getting karma that was stealing from you. Okay, because you're a phoenix rising, you're rising to the top. This person is getting karma. They are upset. Okay, they're in extreme rage. They feel like the victim. Okay, a victim engaged in unusual behavior prior to the crime. So there's a victim out here that was engaging in unusual behavior before this person put some poison into your food. Multiple people were involved here. So multiple people knew about this, knew about a crime, some scene. Multiple people knew about it. So multiple people ain't say nothing. Multiple people was involved with this warlock poisoning you, putting something in your food. Okay, this person that is trying to kill you or kill is in prison. Okay, it's a killer may be in prison. Okay, for another crime. They could be already in prison for something else. Social media will provide valuable clues. So maybe you need to go on social media, or maybe I'm the social media that is providing valuable clues here. I don't know. I don't know why this person did all this to you. It says that rage was, or extreme anger was their motive. Okay. I think rage and extreme anger is the same thing. That's what it looked like to me. They was just extremely angry. Okay, and enraged. They used a lot of lies and deception here. Okay, a potential cover up. They try to have people cover up for them. Yep. Victim engaged in unusual, crime prior before this. So they engage with somebody that do crime before you. Killer has a history of committing crime. So this person has a history of committing crimes. Their initials could be L, R, V, K, M, and S, or T. Okay, they got a history, or C. Contamination of DNA evidence may be influencing a case. Okay, so somebody is contaminating some DNA evidence. Okay, they don't want their DNA known or seen. This person tried to do something to you. This is sad. This case will remain unsolved until the evidence is discovered. So it's going to be unsolved. I said a T. The T just came out. So this case will remain unsolved until they get the evidence. A. So somebody could have been arguing. An argument and a fight is a strong factor. So you could have been arguing with this person about social media. Okay, this is a strong factor. Y'all could have been arguing over social media, arguing over people, arguing over conversations. Okay, something that they said, something that they did, something that was going on here. This person that's in jail or trying to kill or did kill. Person is a killer out here. Said that they was a killer or is plotting to kill. Okay, somebody plotting, take somebody out. They plotting to shank somebody, plotting to shank some people. What else, Holy Spirit? Floorboards. They might have did something on their floorboards. Floorboards could look like that. Could have a lot of BLOOD stains on them. On floorboards. Nobody's noticing it. Okay? Nobody noticing it. Nobody looking at it. Somebody got photo proof of somebody. So somebody got you on a photo here. Or you know this person. Okay, maybe you saw this person on a photo or in a photo. Chain. Somebody could be chained. Somebody could have chains, wear a chain. This chain could be rusty. They could be 26 years old, between 26 and 37. Somebody else could be 48 here. Mirror. Okay, so there's some cracked mirror, a cracked mirror here. A rusted old cracked mirror. Could have got hit with a chain. Could have got hit by a chain. This broken mirror. Somebody could have a broken mirror. Could not like broken mirrors. Envelope. So something is in an envelope. It's still secret. Top secret. Maybe you don't know about it. Maybe you don't know anything about this envelope. This seal information. Pills. Somebody's taking pills. You could know of a person taking pills. They could be 51 years old, 48, 51. They could be between those ages. Something with the fridge. Somebody got somebody in a refrigerator. Hit somebody by a fridge. Outside of a fridge. Or they got somebody in a fridge. Something with a fridge. Prison. Somebody is facing prison time. About some kitchen. A kitchen. Some blood in a kitchen. Something they did in the kitchen. Somebody in prison. They red room the kitchen. Sink. Maybe they hit somebody's head on the kitchen sink while the water was running. I'm about to get out this energy because I almost threw up. Wire attack. There could be a wire attack here. Nailing something shut. They could be nailing something shut. They could be using candles as well. Candle magic. Somebody using candle magic. They could have candles in a hallway, in a house, a wheelchair. They could have candles around a wheelchair, a coin, some form of money. They could have candles around some money as well. Oh my God. This person could be snooping through a keyhole. Incinerator. Somebody's trying to get rid of something. A smoke shop. They could work at a smoke shop. They could work in some form of incinerator. Could be somewhere where they work. You can work by a place that has an incinerator, has a lot of smoke coming through, steam. At a warehouse, you could work by this place. Somebody lives close to you. They could be anywhere between the ages of 26 and 51. They're using candles, candle magic, poison. Somebody poisoned somebody again. That came out again. Poison. So somebody did put something in your food here. Hammer. You might have had to hammer this person or break something up. Somebody hammered. Use some form of hammer. Dagger. Somebody's using a knife. They could have used a GUN as well. Magnifying them. So maybe you need to look at something closer. See something different. This could be about somebody that lives in a villa. They could be 21, 24, 21, 42. Their birthday could be on the 24th of a month. 9, they could be in a hospital. Footprint. They didn't want somebody to know they was in a hospital. They were on an operating table. Maybe they left their shoe at the crime scene. Hook. Fisher hook. This person could fish. It could be a little rusty, little older. Handcuffs. Handcuffs could be rusty. They could have used these for a long time. Handcuffs could be old, rusted, need cleaning. They may not be using the same handcuffs. This could be a cop. Toilet. Their toilet is dirty. It's nasty. Got blood around it. Blood on his toilet. All right, I'm about to end this live because my nose keep itching. And I can't keep doing a read with my nose itching. My nose was not itching before. So now it's like aggravated. My nose, my face is aggravated. I have cleansed my hands, try to cleanse my face, my nose is still aggravated. So I am going to end this read, end this live. I don't know who this is. I don't know where they're from. I don't know where they live. None of that. I don't know anybody business. So somebody did this. Somebody trying to red room you or somebody you know. They may not be trying to do this to you. They might have already did this to somebody else. You could know this person. They could be already locked up. Okay. You could know that there's some lies and deception going on with these people. You could know the business. All right. You could know about this. You could know about these people. It could be somebody you know personally. It could be a cousin, a relative, an ex. This information is about somebody you know. You could know they're a warlock. You could know that they deal into warlock energy. You can know somebody is a gold digger out here, but they're receiving karma, whoever they are. They're receiving karma. Okay, they're not receiving the good kind of karma. They're receiving karma. Whatever they putting out, they getting back. All right, that's the end of Air and Fire of Light. Hopefully you like this message. If not, I completely understand. Oh my God, that took a lot out of me. I just did 3 messages, three reads, and that took a lot. Now I am about to go. Thank you for watching Air and Fire of Light. Sorry I am not so like energetic right now. I done went to the store and everything. I got a little tired, but I said I was gonna do a reading. But this reading here took a lot of energy out of me. You know, I don't get why these people do this, red room people. You know, I really don't. It's none of my business. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. If you know them, if you did it, you gonna get caught. If you did it, you gonna get caught. You gonna receive karma for whatever you did. If this ain't you and it's somebody else, even if you're stealing from somebody, stealing energy through conversation, through the phone, whoever you talking to, if you are stealing people energy, you're going to get caught, whatever you're doing. So I would not advise anybody to be doing anything negative to anybody and thinking they're going to get away with it, because you're not. That is the end of Air and Fire of Light. Hopefully you got something out this. Hopefully you will subscribe. If not, thank you for liking, sharing, and commenting. Peace. Have a good night. Bye.